Hello everyone! I've been looking for a digital microscope to improve the video quality here in the channel. But most of the options out there are very complex to assemble. And not only that, they require an external monitor as well. And I just don't have the space to leave it permanently assembled like that. So after searching for the available options, I found out this one, the Andonstar AD209. And in today's video, we're gonna check out the quality and functionalities of this product. What I really liked about it is that it already has a built-in screen. The whole setup is very compact and easy to put away, and it comes with an additional lens. I bought the model with a bigger screen, but I didn't know it would be this big. The screen is bigger than the Switch too. The screen already comes with a protective film, which I won't be removing because I don't want it to get scratched. You can operate it with the buttons on the front, and it also has an infrared sensor, but this one didn't come with a remote control. You can move the lens on the back. Here we have a USB Type-C for power and an SD card slot, and the whole thing is very lightweight. The base is heavy and made of metal, and you can power the LEDs through this plug here. You can adjust the height of the microscope, and you can install these clips here to hold the board in place. It comes pre-installed with this lens with the label A, and you get an extra lens with the label L. We have this controller here to control the LEDs, and the whole thing is powered through an USB cable. You can use an OTG dongle to connect it to a power bank. With the microscope powered on, we can put the board here and check the image quality. And the picture quality here is great. The board is a little bit dirty, but this is just a test board that I use to practice soldering. To give you an idea of the magnification, this is my tweezers. The image captured is 1080p at 30 frames per second. But as you can see, the picture quality is great, and the big screen helps a lot. You can easily see the components and when the solder starts to melt. The microscope has two modes. This one is the video mode. Pressing the M button changes to picture mode, and pressing again you can see the pictures and videos on the SD card. If you hold the M button, you can enter the settings. And these are the settings for the video mode. Pressing again enters the general settings, and these are all the languages available. Now in picture mode we have a different set of settings. In picture mode, you can take screenshots with a camera button. And in video mode, you can press the OK button to start recording. If you want a wider view, you can increase the height of the microscope. And you still have plenty of space to work with. But let's move it to the maximum distance. This is the maximum distance with the A lens, and this is the view at this distance. Now let's change it to the L lens. And this lens offers a big close-up of one component only. With this lens, you still have a big distance to work with without sacrificing the magnification. But if you want, you can get even closer, and this here is the minimum distance of the L lens. This is the closest image that you can get with this microscope. Just to give you an idea, here's the tip of this toothpick. So in my final thoughts, if you want to start modding or repairing video games, this microscope is a great investment. Especially now that motherboards are getting smaller every day, you will need a microscope like this to work with those tiny components. And that's it for this video. This was just a quick video of this microscope, but you will be seeing more of it in the future videos of this channel. I'll be leaving the links in the description below in case you're interested. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.